Mr. Lee Jones was caught beating his wife at a truck stop 3 months ago. Tomorrow, he faces trial. His fate as a Grammy Award nominee singer hangs in the balance on the people. Your jobs, our career, this newspaper, all depend on our ability to handle this story. So, step up to the plate and knock it out of the park.
So what the hell are we talking about? We are In Press, a newspaper company, independent, neighboring press. We are not for gossip. The man who just gave us this speech is Scott.
I started this company 5 years ago after years of social media bullshit ruined the news. I hired young, upstanding journalists with good moral compasses to write the stories. Got parade in my house because we barely have enough money to keep afloat, let alone buy an office.
I'm the editor. Basically, whatever gets printed is because I put it in there. And to the right of me is Matthew.
I'm 2 years out of college, still trying to pay off my massive student loans. I work 3 jobs, this one being my favorite.
It'll take Matthew about 10 more years of 3 jobs to get out of his student loans. As long as he doesn't go on another bender like last year.
It was worth it. No regrets when you're having fun.
I'll believe it when money starts growing on trees.
That's Curtis, our #1 reporter.
You don't need to know where I went to school. All you need to know is that I'm helping a dying breed of honest and truthful reporting. I swear to tell everything and nothing but the truth. No bullcrap. This story is mine.
Don't let his bluntness throw you off. He's as sharp as a knife. Remember that story about George Washington cutting down a cherry tree and saying he did it? Curtis debunked that lie.
Washington is like every other politician that lived. A damn liar.
Enough about politics. Can't stand it.
We're missing someone.
Jeff said he'd be here soon.
Not surprised.
I'm not waiting. Alan, I'll be back later to look over the paper. Good luck, gentlemen.
And there's the crew. We've been working this paper for years. And this money about some dumbass who thinks money means invincibility might just save our jobs.
What's in it?
Everything you need to know.
Reliable sources?
Insider sources.
Those aren't reliable. You told me these are credible sources.
I'm giving you the biggest story of your life. You do as you please. He got what he asked for. He's got everything he needs. Whether he messes up or not isn't my concern. All I know is I did my part. That's all I can do.
Boys lost again.
You're surprised?
The Knights suck.
Not tonight.
Doesn't matter. We still lost. Any jabs or questionable reporting I need to be made aware of?
No. I would check the coach's quote, however.
Coach Andy had this to say about the team. We effing suck. They kicked our ass. We can't do shit. We deserve to lose that GD game.
So?
I'll handle it. Sports and weather looks good. You're free to go.
I'll stick around.
Why? It's Friday night. There's better things to do than work.
I haven't seen Jeff's story yet.
Probably another fable.
Yeah, even if that's the case, he makes it sound good.
Well, in that case, bring Curtis in. I got some things to go over with him.
I'll go get him.
Yes?
Your story?
What about it?
Did you make it not so factual?
You're asking me to corrupt my report?
No. Just make it a bit more enjoyable.
What I said was right and truthful. Anything else is a filler and lies.
Okay.
So, where's Alan?
Lazy, late, loser. 3 L's every man face before making it big. I'll admit that I'm no Zuckerberg or Musk, but by the end of this story, they might as well get it. When I lay this down on Ellen's desk, I cannot wait to see the look on Curtis's face.
Look who decided to show up.
Yeah, you'd be glad.
We already got our headline story.
Are you sure?
Do I even want to know?
Read it.
Really?
Yeah,
What is it?
that's the story of the year. Hell, possibly the decade.
Why so much?
Everything people need to know.
Look, that's too much before tonight's deadline. How about we wait till tomorrow?
He's not gonna read your Bible of gossip.
Enough, Curtis.
Suck it, Curtis.
Jesus Christ. Get out. Give me 10 minutes and then we'll see.
This blows.
So what's up with him?
Ego.
What'd you tell him? His story's boring again?
Nah, is it?
Nothing but facts again.
He could have taught you in college.
Better than the old hack that didn't know the difference between fiction and nonfiction.
So what's the story about? The big one.
No.
Yes.
You're selling.
Only if you're buying.
What's it about?
The mayor, Mr. Roth, currently in his third term, known for his reforming the schools and renovating the town to capture the glory it once was. An approval rating of 83%. And now I have Jeff giving me a report that Mr. Roth doesn't know the word no, commits wire fraud, and doesn't pay his taxes. Apparently people within his inner circle are leaking this information.
Who's your source?
Anonymous.
Strike it down. We don't do anonymous.
I don't know. Maybe he's onto something. Jeff has been reporting on him for 3 years now.
Lazy college dropout.
I've got one journalist cramming facts down my throat, and another giving me anonymous information about the town's richest, and not to mention, most powerful man.
What's your plan?
Discussion. After reading through your report, Jeff, it's a start. Give me a story by the top of the hour, and we'll go from there.
Get ready.
No!
Here it goes.
He shows up an hour late. He's unprepared and his information is useless. And he's gonna get the headline?
Well, please. You don't even know what mine's about.
I don't need to know.
You should.
Sorry, did Mr. I haven't had a story in months say something?
Curtis.
Give him the next headline. Tomorrow morning's mine.
What's your story?
Celebrity who's an ass gets what he deserves.
Try Mr. Roth hiding multiple crimes behind closed doors.
This is ridiculous.
I know.
Politics.
Is that a problem?
Yes, all politics is lies.
Not all of it.
We turn to politics now. All of our hard work will be turned around. Our reputation dies.
We've reported on politics before.
Who are your sources?
That is none of your concern.
Who are your sources?
It doesn't matter.
Who are your sources?
I'm my own damn source, alright? I've been digging for a story just like this ever since I got here. I got gold and all you got is silver.
You ain't got shit!
Top of the hour. Each of you gives me a story. I decide who gets the headline.
Does that include me as well?
I'm the best reporter, and the only benefit I get is Steve's ex's room.
Man, I don't see why Curtis is so excited. I mean, like, his story, it's good, but it's not good enough.
There's a reason why we call Jeff's stories stories. It's like he's a middle-aged mother and always believes the Facebook posts.
Curtis is the type of guy at a funeral who'd correct everyone for saying everything the dead wasn't. Good husband? No, Bethany. He cheated on you so many times that people thought he was cheating on his wife with you.
There's no truth to any of his stories. It's all gossip and opinions. If things were like they used to be, he'd never have a position in the paper ever again.
This old school black and white nothing but the truth is for the old people who keep forgetting to cancel their subscription to the newspaper. To me, there's two parts of a story.
You have the truth right in your hands, and that's how it should be. A pair of white gloves, and when that story is published, they're still as white since you put them on.
In the story, if you want to just read facts, go to Harvard. If you want to read the news, you need a story, not just facts.
Jeff sometimes forgets he isn't in high school anymore. You can't just write whatever you want to the teacher to get a good grade. This is a profession that requires precision and accuracy.
A white lie never killed anyone. I didn't drop dead whenever I found out the tooth fairy wasn't real.
My way is what saves this paper.
This story is going to save our jobs.
And my story,
It's better than his.
Not a word. Let the stories do the talking.
"5 minutes. Who's it gonna be?"
I don't know. You tell me.
"Then what do I pay you for?"
To make these decisions.
There you go.
So what do? Release a town-shattering story that, if proven right, makes us the pioneers of a renaissance of honest reporting, and if proven wrong, gets us sued for defamation. All of our reputations, a ketchup stain on a white shirt. Playing it safe keeps us afloat, but for how long?
Not long enough.
Well, it all comes down to one choice. Chips are on the table. I can walk away, never knowing the cash out, or go for it. Either become a rich man, or end up on my ass. So, what's it gonna be? Out of the years I've worked here, this was the toughest choice between two stories I've ever had to make. As editor, it is my job and duty to select what gets printed in our papers. Every story, headline, column makes an impact, no matter how big or small it is. Well, tomorrow's headline story will make an impact in one way or another. Jeff's report on Mr. Roth will be tomorrow's top story.
I told you it was gonna be one heck of a story.
This is not up for debate. Both of these stories were some of your best works. I'm proud of you guys, and hopefully these years of hard work will finally pay off. Congrats, gentlemen. Have a great night, and I'll see you boys tomorrow.
Congrats, Jeff.
So, how does it feel getting your first headline?
I won't know till tomorrow.
You deserved it.
Really?
Yeah, I keep my expectations high so people can meet them. And tonight you did. You earned it.
Thanks, Curtis.
24 hours from now, though, I'm getting that one and all the other ones.
Not if I get another story about the mayor.
We'll see. But if you get our jobs lost, I'm kicking your ass.
Rightfully so.
See you tomorrow.
We're not so different, me and him. We do bring out the best in each other.
Congrats, Jeff. This is your gold.
Thanks. Tell me something honestly, Alan.
Yes?
Why mine?
Why not?
What if this is just all a wild goose chase? Even if it is true, it will take a while before it's proven right.
As a journalist, it's your goal to give the people the information they need to know. If you didn't believe the public needed to know this, you would have given up by now.
Hard work pays off.
Eventually. Anyways, it's getting late, and I have to finish up the paper for tomorrow. So you better get home.
Will do. Hey, Alan.
Yeah?
Thanks for believing in me.
So, how'd it go?
Verdict still out.
Alright, so what's the headline story?
Mr. Roth's a criminal.
Are you serious?
Yep. Jeff came with me with a whole bunch, wrote a story, and now we're running with it.
If the story's wrong, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
I know, but the story's too good to pass up.
So why Jeff over Curtis? Why take the risky story over the surefire?
All we've printed in the past couple of years is surefire stories, and look where that's gotten us.
And is this going to take us somewhere new?
Yep. Why they're going to start our ascension up the mountain, or our descent down the valley.
And which one do you think it's going to be?
It's anyone's guess.
There's always a risk in there, always a gain too. When we took this job, we had two duties. To let people know what they need to know and what they don't. And with this story, there's just a lot to know. But you know what? Screw it. When we run the story, we'll let the people know what they need to, and we'll fulfill our duty to do so.
And what's that?
The truth.